All right, it is your voice, your vote, and here at ABC 10, we want to make sure you're as informed as possible ahead of Election Day.
So anytime you have a question or simply want more information, just scan the QR code which is on your screen. And each year, lawmakers do make a lot of promises, but we want to know, can they come to fruition? ABC 10's Monica Coleman is live in studio this morning. So Monica, Governor Newsom's Republican challenger, Brian Dahle, is making some claims about dropping high gas prices.
Yeah, well, the price of gas is always a hot topic in California, especially around election season. But if California became a Republican state, would we see relief at the pump? We verify. No surprise that gas came up during the debate between Governor Gavin Newsom and Brian Dahle. Senator Brian Dahle says he would suspend the 50-cent gas tax on day one.
You guarantee that if the tax goes away, that it's actually going to go to consumers and not just to the oil companies?
Well, you make sure that it's dropped at the pump.
So we set out to verify if the entire state votes Republican this election season, will the price of gas go down? Our sources for today's Verify are political science professor Thad Corser and Mark Agerton, economics professor at UC Davis.
Don't know that I would think there's like a red ticket, blue ticket gasoline prices. Gasoline prices in California right now are high.
Agerton says environmental restrictions and lack of access to refineries are two of the many reasons gas is high in the Golden State. Recently, Governor Gavin Newsom had refineries switch to the winter blend, and
Democrats have focused on giving the tax rebates between $1,000 and $600.
Republicans sent a letter asking Governor Gavin Newsom to drop the gas tax you pay at the pump, but he made it clear he would never do that. So if California flipped to a red state and Republicans got their way, would we see less pain at the pump?
If every office turned over all across California to the Republican Party, right, which is highly unlikely given California's democratic trends, then Republicans would, on day one, reduce gas taxes. That would lower the cost of fuel, at least in the short term, probably not by as much as that gas tax.
So we can verify, yes, if California went red this election season and the gas tax was eliminated, gas prices could go down. But that would also mean defunding of infrastructure. Experts say there's also no guarantee that gas companies would not keep some of the savings if the gas tax was eliminated.
Yeah, not likely California is going Republican anytime soon.
No.
So we'll have the latest local gas prices coming up in just a few minutes. Monica Coleman, thank you for verifying. And don't forget, all month long, we've been going into communities to find out what matters to you most and what resources you need to vote. Tomorrow, we're going to be at the Valley High Laguna Library. And later this week, we'll be at the T&Y Market and the Mutual Assistance Network's Harvest Festival.